Good evening, everyone. My name is Nation Brown. We're going to be doing a media strategy and media analysis on LeBron James on October 9th. Backdrop, right? On October 9th, Rockets GM Daryl Morey, Houston Rockets GM, came out on Twitter, said, "Fight for freedom, stand for Hong Kong." That's in reference to the controversy in China right now. They have an authoritarian government. They're actually trying to take away rights of Chinese citizens, specifically in Hong Kong. Hong Kong are protesting out right now. So on October 14th, a week after LeBron James comes back from playing a preseason game in China, where the NBA has a $4 billion investment tie with the Chinese government to do business, LeBron James basically stated to reporters at the LA Press in a actual video interview that obviously he's basically stating that GM Daryl Morey did not have full presence of the situation, didn't have a full understanding of the situation in Hong Kong to actually speak on it. And sometimes he simply said in the quote that speaking on it can be a bad thing. Just because we have freedom of speech doesn't mean we should always use it, almost as if he didn't want to take a side. And that's the way the press perceived it. This is the way the Hong Kong rioters are perceiving it as well. A lot of people in Hong Kong are perceiving it as LeBron James can speak out against many other things, many other social injustices in the U.S. specifically, the Trayvon Martin shooting, Black Lives Matter, the Colin Kaepernick kneel. He can speak against all of those things, but he cannot speak against the obviously oppression of the Chinese government against Hong Kong civilians wanting freedom of speech specifically. That's the way the quote is seen by the media. Once it hit LA Press, it went all the way out to the Washington Post, Washington Times, New York Post, NBC, ESPN was the first one to get it after it hit the LA Press, obviously because of sports. So those are the ones that got it as soon as it came out. Obviously, the information was broadcast in LA, right, at a practice. However, because it was directed towards the situation in China and Hong Kong, obviously that's who it affected the most. So those are the ones that we're going to target the most. We're going to target the ones that obviously are greatly affected through the situation, which would be your hardcore and social NBA fans in China. We as NBA fans in the US don't get it as bad as they are, obviously, because they're the ones that are being oppressed against. Therefore, when the comment from LeBron James was or wasn't made, it obviously affected them the most. So that's who we're going to target. So now we're going to the media strategy. All right, the target audience, just said it. It's going to be your social hardcore NBA fans for China. Okay, your key talking points are going to be all the different things that LeBron James has spoken out about, such as the Trayvon Martin shooting. I already kind of put it out. I kind of got ahead of myself. Trayvon Martin shooting, Colin Kaepernick kneeling, strongly proclaimed Black Lives Matter. He made a shoe, obviously commemorating the Black Lives Matter slogan. Those are going to be the key talking points. And also, he needs to do a key talking point expressing his actual stance on the situation. So he has to either say, hey, we speak out for freedom for the people of Hong Kong. And it needs to be very vibrant, and it needs to be clear where his stance is. Even though somebody else is going to take a lashing for it, maybe it could be the NBA losing money because they're not going to buy, obviously China might buy some LeBron James jerseys, but certain people in China won't. But the point is that he took a stance, which is what the media wants to see consistently. Not every now and again, but on a consistent basis, they want to see him take a stance against social injustices. That's where the question arises. So my suggestion is it goes out through Twitter. It needs to be distributed through Twitter, Facebook, social media. Pictures of him doing works in China from the 15 to 20 times he has been in China, as quoted. He needs to post pictures showing the work he has done with the citizens of China, while posting through social media and Twitter, which costs no money, his stance on the topic. Obviously, it's going to reach everywhere, but it's a lot more subtle than making a commercial and spending money on a commercial. It's just more real to post it on Twitter or social media. So as far as approximate cost goes, it will cost no dollars out of LeBron James' pocket to do that. But the most important thing is that he needs to pick a stance, pick a side. He needs to vibrantly say what he stands for in terms of the situation with Hong Kong and the fact that the citizens of Hong Kong need to be free and have freedom of speech, just like everyone else deserves that as well. So he needs to openly speak against it, and he needs to state it through Twitter and social media. Stay away from the commercials, stay away from the interviews. Say it one time through social media because it's marked, and then from that point on, move on from it. So that is my media strategy on the LeBron James situation. And hope you all enjoyed this media analysis and media strategy. Thank you.